What is going on, grinders? This is show number 2 today. Show number 1 for me, but I think show number 2 for the one and only Chief Justice 06. So I'm here with today on this show. We're going to be talking about this MLB slate that stocks at 7:15 today. DK, but we will have some FanDuel plays. I know some people will be probably running some FanDuel plays on there as well. So get your questions in the chat and we'll be going through them and I'll answer them for you. But before I begin, Will, want to know how's your day been? How you going?
And good day. You've already heard me vent about this Mackenzie Gore pitch count prop. Man, it got me hard today. Just cost me 10x, man. And I guess I should have taken a strikeout prop. He crushed it. At any rate, and I should have known that. But so you know what? I'm not even going to blame Mackenzie Gore. I'm going to blame myself for being too smart to not take the right prop. So anyway, there you have it.
Okay, completely understand that. And me and my real little rant today. We were so close to hitting that big boy parlay yesterday. I know Devin was saying on the show before he could only enter like 95 cents, but it would have paid him like almost $1 million. So wherever you are in your sports book, get it in wherever you can whenever I put them out there, because you never know. We were 4 strikeouts and a home run away from hitting it. So there's been that close lately, and I think we're going to get one definitely before the season's out for sure. But before I get into this, we'll get into the plug, because that actually leads into the plug. Go get those picks on Scores and Odds. It's your number one place for all things betting, for all things sports betting. Check out the picks on a daily basis, where you get some by me. We'll even put out some picks as well, and by a whole bunch of other guys over there that are brilliant, smarter than even me, and better than me at this. Because I take the long shots, take the chances, but they all do it. We all do a good job and contribute over there and try to win people a lot of money and win a lot of money for ourselves. And also, just want to say that this is a FanDuel sponsored Crunch Time show. So sign up for Fanduel Sportsbook today, and new users will get a special bonus. Bet $5 and get $200 in free bets, regardless of what if your bet wins or loses. Go sign up for it today as quickly as we possibly can. But now that that's out the way, let's get into this slate today. As you can see, they have 2 slates broken down today. The early one is already going, should probably be almost over, and a couple innings probably left in some games here. But we do have this slate going on today, which is a 4-game slate for the FanDuel main slate, I would say, and I guess the late slate FanDuel late slate, DK early slate, I should say. And we'll start with pitching, or actually, matter of fact, we'll give first an overview of this slate. Will, what is your overview here of this slate today, and what do you think about it?
I think it's a 4-game slate, and everybody wants to play Coors. So I'm going to avoid Coors like the plague outside of maybe attacking some pitching. And I think I'm just automatically going to be different. Is it the best hitting environment on the slate? I'm telling you right now, my play is to take the Mets against Walker Buehler. I'm telling you right now. Walker Buehler, listen, if you're going to – Walker Buehler's been struggling this year. Like, I don't – people just need to go and look this up. Like, he's been on the struggle bus. And, I mean, he's got a lineup tonight. The strikeout rates against righties for the Mets, it's ridiculous. Like, do you realize their combined strikeout rate is 15% against righties?
Yep.
It's insane. And nobody's going to play the Mets tonight, even on a 4-game slate. Listen, man, give me the Mets. Give me the Mets. Give me the JETSMETS Mets. I'm not a Jets fan. I just wanted to say that. I'm telling you, man, I like the Mets tonight. Yes, nothing says play the Mets, but the way Walker Buehler has been awful. Like compared to what we thought he was going to be. I love the Mets as a sneaky stack, which probably means they're going to fail me tonight, but I don't care. That's how you take down all the money. Love the Mets.
That is definitely how you take down the money, for sure. And I completely kind of agree with that in a way. Even though I do like some of the Coors bets here. I'll probably play a little bit of Coors myself, but I won't be.
Oh, I just fade Coors anyway, so don't follow me up with that. Like I legit fade Coors almost every slate.
Yes, he does. He is, and honestly, I started to do it a little bit more too towards the end of last season. I only play in selected spots sometimes, but I think this is me personally. I think this is a good spot where you can play Coors. I wouldn't be overly on it. I probably would be more on some other teams here, which we will get into a little bit here. But real quick, we're gonna run through some pitching real quick. We know, like I said, it's a small slate. Who are some guys that you like to go to today for tournaments today? And do you have anyone that's sneaking off the board?
In terms of pitching?
Yes.
So in terms of FanDuel, it's kind of a small slate, right? But for me, I don't think I need to get sneaky here. Like Zach Wheeler's the guy. Just plug him in. Like I don't think, and I'm saying that carefully, I don't think anyone is going to outscore Zach Wheeler tonight on FanDuel. Like he's got the matchup. He's got the stuff in terms of his matchup. When you look at Zach Wheeler, so like we were talking about, the Mets have a combined 15% K rate. He's facing a projected lineup that's got a combined 25% K rate, and he's starting to round into form here. And he was starting out kind of he was on the struggle bus to begin the season, but now his K rate is up to about 27%. The xFIP, let me check. I think his xFIP was still like under 4, and if it was above, hold on, sorry. Yeah, he's at 3.72, 27.5% K rate, and 25.5% projected K rate on these hitters. 24% for Ohtani, 28% for Trout, 28% for Walsh, 29% for Mars, 28% for Stassi, 28% for Velasquez. Like, man, he should have a field day on the mound today. So I really like Zach Wheeler today. I'm tempted to play this 7.5 strikeout prop. I am tempted. But I think I like his pitch count prop a little bit better. They got his pitch count prop today at 96.5, and his fantasy points prop is at 36.5. That's on Prize Picks. So I like both of those. I kind of like them all. So at any rate, Zach Wheeler is my number one guy. If I was running 150 tonight, I'm not. I'd absolutely have the lock button on Zach Wheeler, and I just take the risk. If he fails me, hey, I lose. But I just think he's got the most upside, one of the best matchups on the slate.
Completely understand, and I wouldn't argue with that at all. I think he is the best and number one overall pitcher for a reason today. I would definitely take him, especially on DK at his price of 10K, and use that second spot to pay down a little bit. You see, I got Killian. If you're looking on DK, I have Killian tagged going against St. Louis. Just someone I think that's a good option. Hasn't really been pitching much. I mean, hasn't pitched in the majors yet this year, but there's someone I think that can get there and add some value, get you probably to the score around 10, and the bat likes him a lot. So St. Louis typically is a good team. I know they don't have they have a pretty medium, I think a medium strikeout rate. Let me look at that real quick overall, but that's something that I would definitely want to just try to attack a little bit, and just be a little bit on, but see what I could do with it a little bit. But there is a couple other guys that you can go with today on this slate that I don't mind. Michael Lorenzen, if you believe that the Phillies, you saw them obviously put up a big run when Joe Girardi got fired, but now it's the second day. Do they come back down to reality then? And Michael Lorenzen could maybe have a little bit of a decent game. So I don't mind taking shots at him also in tournaments as well. And we talked about Walker Buehler before, and you were talking about him just a little bit ago. I at 9.8, I can't justify paying that price with how he's struggled lately. And like you said, it's too expensive. And I understand, like you said, the Mets 15% strikeout rate overall as a team, and just 50% against the righties. That's insane. They're looking like how they were supposed to look last year, in my opinion, but a lot better. So I would be probably lower on Walker Buehler than anything, and try to get to these other guys and just hope that they don't get blown up and give me about 10 fantasy points and try to pay up for some bats. And another guy that I know you talked about earlier with the strikeout props, Kyle Freeland, because Atlanta's had the highest strikeout rate on both sides of the plate this year so far, up to this point. So I would not mind taking some shots at him in some GPPs and tournaments, just in case, because we saw last night where Coors did not go off as it was supposed, as it did the night before.
As it often does not do.
Yes. So take your chances on that if you're a betting person, and roll with some Kyle Freeland. I like the call today. Now we get into the bats on the other side real quick. We're just going to go position by position real quick so we get to some questions here. Will, who do you like at a catcher today?
Let's see. Sorry, I was trying to get something in it.
Take your time.
As much as I don't like Kyle Freeland, like Contreras at 4,900 is fine. I don't hate Real Muto as well against the Lorenzen at 4,800. I feel like I kind of want to stick with the guys that I know are going to hit today. Like that's kind of where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I'm at today.
Okay. All right. Completely understand that. So, me, I would take some chances on some teams like Chicago. I like Chicago too. It's another thing. Obviously, Wilson Contreras is going to be popular. And so was William Contreras. I like in Atlanta. So I like both those guys today. Real Muto is someone I don't mind taking a chance against. Lorenzen, I probably use this position more though to fill up my stack. So whatever I'm going with, I'm going to pretty much try to stack today against him for sure. And I also do not mind taking a shot on a guy like Austin Barnes, who is going to be about 8% owned on DK today. Just against the Mets and the Patterson righty-lefty. So maybe he could get one off on him for sure today. Let's go over to first base. What you got, Will?
And look, I talked about it. It should be no secret here. Give me Pete Alonso, as long as he's going to start 5K. Feeling really good about that play, with him versus Buehler. If you believe in the Paul Goldschmidt surge, I don't mind him at 5,500. He's been hitting, man, hitting professionally. So I'm in on him. Rhys Hoskins at 42. I don't hate that. As you can see, I'm fading a lot of the Coors guys. I just have a system, man. I just don't really play Coors that much. And I also don't try to be ignorant. I understand it's a small slate. I will say this: Strider is going to walk some guys. He's also going to get the Kings. So he's going to have both. So yeah, that's kind of where I am with that part of the slate, man. I'm going heavy Mets and then heavy Phillies.
Really get and understand that one for sure. So some guys that I would look at playing too. Pete Alonso is probably number one for me, but he's coming in at like 2% ownership because everyone, like you said, is going to be on course heavy. So I would look to get to him. CJ Chrome, I like him today. He played well yesterday. I like him again as well. And I don't even mind taking a shot on a guy like Shohei Ohtani. Against Wheeler just as a one-off. Maybe you get a home hit a home run off him or Jordan Walsh. Those are the only two guys I would run with. Frank Swindle, I would take a chance actually on him too as well, and on Mets stack and see how it does and how it goes off. I mean, sorry, not in the Chicago stack. Sorry, and I also don't mind a guy like Matt Duffy a little bit too. Second base.
Yeah, second. So second is where it gets semi-interesting because, like, it in my opinion, it's a really weak position. So as much as I don't want to play Braves, like Ozzie Albies at 47 is probably the best play at that position. Now, I love Jeff McNeil as long as he's going to play tonight. Love Jeff McNeil against Bueller. But realistically, because the position is so weak, Ozzie Albies it's got to be your number one guy. And I can still do that without stacking the Braves. I'm just trying to hunt for fantasy points,
No, I completely agree with that. And he would still probably he's gonna be my number one guy too as well. But I like Gorham today at his price of 2.6 in the St. Louis against Killian. I don't mind that, so I would probably be a little bit on that today as well. And I don't mind also taking a shot at like a guy like Christopher Morel, Tommy Edman too, and Brendan Rodgers. Those are just the main guys I would be targeting and attacking. Gavin Lux, I don't mind taking him as well, but that'll be more like towards the end if I like need someone filled in, and like a last piece kind of thing. If I have that amount of salary left. So
let me say this too. I definitely think Walker Buehler is in play for under strikeouts, under fantasy points today on Prize Picks for what that's worth. Like, I think he's for sure in play on the under, for sure.
I agree with that 100%. I like you honestly had convinced me, and I just locked in a nice little parlay that I'm probably not going to be able to get to the people today, but I took his under 4.5 strikeouts, so that might be kind of close. By then he's not going to get more than 5.
Yeah.
So all third base with Austin Riley starting off. You going there?
Man, I don't want to stack the Braves. But he's a good play. But I'm probably going to have some Eduardo Escobar. And so that's the other thing too, right? With Coors, I just tell you I'm not playing it. Like, I'm not going to tell you to not play it unless I really think it's like, okay, it's a bad play. I just don't play Coors because I feel like ownership and pricing is overinflated for the production that it gives you over a standard season. So if I fade it 100 times out of 100, I'm going to come out ahead of the field in the long run. I think that's my philosophy. Anyway, Austin Riley's still a good player. 5,300, like, I think he can get him in. But I like I said, I like these Mets. I like Eduardo Escobar. I think he's in play. I don't hate Alec Baum at 3,800 in the 6 hole. And Strider's going to walk someone. We just got to hope he doesn't give up bombs. If he does, then Ryan McMahon's in play at 4,100 as well.
I completely agree with that. I like a little bit of Patrick Wisdom, as we call him, Patty the Tooth or Patty the Brain.
Patty in the Brain.
Whichever one you guys want to call him. But you call him either one, but I like him today a lot. I think he's a good option. I love Justin Turner in this spot. I think Justin Turner can have a big game today. I know he's been he's been hitting and hasn't been he's been putting up a decent score, but I just remember when he was just crushing a couple years ago, and I just want him to get back to that. I think this is a spot where I think he can definitely do that. I don't mind playing a lot of him and using him as a one-off, because he's going to be decently owned, but not too high on. I think he's going to come in probably a lot less what we think he is, as well as Nolan Arenado against Killian, who I love a lot today as well. See, the more you got me thinking about this, you got me thinking about making a little bit of a St. Louis Mets stack over here and just seeing what happens and how it all goes and rolls together.
Yeah, I don't hate it, man. I don't hate it at all.
Might have to put that together real quick and see what happens. So let's get over to shortstop real quick and see what we got.
Yeah, so at short, I mean, it's kind of a similar position. Like I'm going to be loading up on Lindor. I don't hate the Dodgers either. Like Trey Turner, 5,100, man. Like, give me all the Trey in this spot against Peterson. And Peterson isn't a bad pitcher, but he's not elite. So I'm not, I'm in on him for sure. Those are my top two. And I know you're probably saying, man, how in the world are you going to get all these expensive guys? Well, there's a method to the madness. I promise I can get them all in.
Definitely, Trey Turner's one of my favorite plays for sure. Probably one of the best hitters to me in baseball too, as well. So I like getting to him. Francisco Lindor as well, and I don't even mind taking a little shot at this guy Bryson Scott. Hit a home run yesterday. I think he's a decent play, even though it's not grading out as the best play against Lorenzen today. And obviously you can get to Swanson if you want to. And I like also a little bit of Tommy Edman as well here in this spot. Now let's get to the outfield real quick and some of the plays over here.
Yeah, so at outfield, I mean, Mookie Betts, Harper, those are your big ones. I'm actually not going to play Ohtani and Trout today. Like I respect Zach Wheeler enough to where if they hit a solo shot, hey, they just beat me, right? But I think I'm going to fade start Marte. Of course, he's on my list. I don't hate Schwarber today at 4,400. Just don't strike out 20 times, and we're good. Give me Castellanos. And look, Lorenzen's K rate and his stuff hasn't been great, but he's limited the damage. I mean, he's been pretty much going 6 innings, not really getting hit around. Like I was checking, he really doesn't give up more than 5 hits a game. But I still think there's the Phillies have some upside. Brandon Nimmo. Love him against Walker Buehler. I love the Mets, man. I'm riding it down with the Mets today. Their whole lineup, everybody, I'm in on it.
Okay. All right. So, and me with the outfield, I like a lot of these guys like Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber. Those two, I think they're gonna have big games today. Honestly, I like the Phillies a lot today. I do also like taking some shots with some of these Colorado guys. So like a guy like Charlie Blackmon and someone I don't mind. Grichuk also in the 8th spot. I don't mind also taking a shot at too as well. Michael Harris, who's been hitting the ball well since he's come up, is pretty good against. I like taking a shot at him against Freeland, and obviously you get with you guys like Mookie Betts, Ozuna. Love those plays as well. Cunha Jr. as well. I'm not really going to be on like Mike Trout, like Chief is. I'm not going to be on these guys like Mike Trout or
I'm not today. For sure.
I can't just see it. Sterling Marte is someone else I do like getting to, and Chris Taylor as well. So with this point in the show, now we're gonna actually before that, who are your top? So we know your top 1 stack, but what other stacks do you like today? What is it like? I guess we can say 1 through your top 3.
Mets, Dodgers, Phillies.
Mets, Dodgers, Phillies, not a bad one. I would say I'm gonna say Phillies number 1 for me, the Mets number 2. And then I like Atlanta. I'm gonna say Atlanta number 3. I'm not gonna be high. I'm gonna be mediocre on them. Have like a mini stack. Like I would try to run probably like a 3-3 out today, so I get a little bit of hitting on both sides and a little bit of each game today as well, and go from there. So we got some questions. Get your questions here in the chat. We'll be taking questions in the crunch time, and then going from there, and then get into some from the YouTube chat. So we got one question from JMVP. QQ, are you both 5-3 stacking in such a short slate? That's my normal go-to, but I'll let you answer it first.
Well, for me, I actually on a slate like this, I'll typically go 4, and then I'll do like 4-2-1-1, or I'll do 4 and a bunch of one-offs, or 4-3-1. Like that's kind of how I typically attack these kind of slates, because I'm trying to get different enough where if we got a full team stack, but let's say I like the Phillies and 2 guys hit home runs, and I got them, like I got them as one-offs. Like now I didn't need the rest of the Phillies. My stack went off. I'm good there.
Yeah, me personally, I like getting to a little bit of I like getting to a little bit of 4-mans. I'll run maybe a little bit of 5-mans, but on this short slate, I want to make sure I get like all the hitting. So like if I think that Atlanta's going to go off, I'll have a couple of Atlanta 5-man stacks, and maybe play a couple like Mets 4-man stacks as well. But for the most part, I'll try to run like some 4-mans or 4-3s, a couple 3-3s here and there too as well. All right, so the next question, well, I'll get to the other question. Yes, yeah, thoughts on a full Cardinal stack with a mini Phillies lefty stack for DK single entry.
Don't hate it.
Okay, I don't hate it either. I kind of like it. Mark Flores, what's up? See you there in the chat. Okay, so let's get to some questions on some YouTube channel. If you got any other questions, please write them in the chat for sure. Okay, let's see who anyone got anything in here. Dang, it seems like no one really has any questions really. Oh, yeah, you said the Striders SP2 and DKGBP from Alan S.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Okay. He's gonna get the Ks. Like if he gets up to 85 pitches tonight, 7 Ks easy.
Okay, all right, and then we got Josh Gillen says Duvall or Harris Jr. in the GPP.
I think I'm gonna side with Adam Duvall and his splits, man.
I know you don't want to play nobody.
Yeah, give me Duvall.
That's his answer. His answer could be nobody, but he said he's got Duvall on this.
Give me Duvall.
DY says DKGPP. I'm playing 20 lineups. Crazy to lock in Wheeler.
Oh no, I would be doing the same thing.
Yeah, I might lock him in. I would just try to lock him in today and just roll with the punches and see what happens.
Lock button especial.
Okay, so do I have any parlays for tonight? I was actually about to say I'm trying to. Well, I mean, I got some in right now. I locked one in that's supposed to give me like 500K if it hits. But I don't think it's gonna hit tonight since it's due to the last minute. But I do like Zach Wheeler over. If you want to combine like a Zach Wheeler over on strikeouts with a Bryce Harper home run, and a Pete Alonso home run. I like that tonight.
Yes, sir.
I like that. You're
talking my language with Pete Alonso tonight.
I like him for a home run tonight, though, for real. So, like, I do. So, like, I will get that on the books and get that out there. And see, some guy even said, Shannon Lambert said Pete loves him some Walker Buehler, 3 home runs and 12 at bats. So, that's a nice little stat. I like to dig into the information or something like that. So, actually, matter of fact, I'll do one. We're gonna do one real quick live right now. Let's get one in live real quick. It's gonna be a home run parlay, so it's gonna be very risky, but it can pay off a lot. We're gonna get like let's get 5 plays in on FanDuel and get them to the people real quick today since we got some time in. I don't think we got any more questions from anyone else come right now. We got Pete Alonso as the first guy. Chief, who else do you like to hit a home run tonight?
Hold on a second. Give me Justin Turner. Actually, I know that's like off the beaten path. Give me JT.
I don't like not like it. I love it actually. Justin Turner's my guy. Yeah. And I'm gonna say Kyle Schwarber today will hit a home run.
Well, I like that. I like that for sure.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Let's see.
Parlay is in the building.
Okay, we got 3 of them in there. Let's get 2 more. I want to increase these odds. We have plus 10,347. Let's try to see if we can get to 6 figures real quick. Who else do you guys like for parlay for home run? If you guys have any guys you like for parlay, let me know.
Give me a second.
DY thinking of playing a few Goldsmith go around 2-man stacks. Thoughts? I think that's a good idea. I don't mind it at all.
Just bear with me, man. You know, Plate IQ is like my jump off.
Oh, I trust me. I understand.
So I'm hunting. I'm hunting for the right play. Hold on. And listen, this slate is small, so we should be good.
Yeah. I think I can answer this question for you, Chief. JMVP wanted to know, since you love the Mets tonight, who would you recommend as the best one-off play for DK? Pete Alonso.
Now, Petey Pablo, man. Petey Pablo is in the building.
Yep. Shane Landers.
Listen, this is like super unobvious. Bryce Harper looks real good for a home run today.
I like Bryce too. I just didn't
want to man, listen. So if he sits on his fastball, he's got a 429 ISO, 517 WOBA, 55% hard hit rate, 94 mile per hour average exit velocity. So, I mean, if he connects, he's got a good shot on the fastball, which is what these guys kind of wait for anyway. They make him pitch into it. Especially if he gets like a 3-2 count, Lorenzo's going fastball. He's probably going to try to paint a corner or something, but Bryce will be sitting on that. Yeah, give me Bryce.
Okay, I like it. I like it today. So we got 4. We're at 3,000. We're at plus 3. Well, if to put 10,000, you're at 3. You're at a little over 3K. So we have 3,300. So we're almost there, to where we like to be at in a way. Anyone in here got some Donovan home run from Brian Stasha? Who's Donovan? Let me look up this Donovan kid real quick. See what we got. We're gonna try to hurry this up.
From St. Louis.
Brendan Donovan.
He's probably going with the platoon.
Yeah, he has to be.
I mean, look, I don't want to be crazy. Like, you got to get somebody from the Braves or the
I know. I want to play CJ. I think CJ Chrome homer last night. Can he go back to back though against? I like Blackman for a home run tonight. I do like Blackman.
Hold on. Give me a second. I'm looking right now to see what you know what I'm doing. I'm hunting in Plate IQ, man. I'm hunting in Plate IQ. So he's gonna be fastball 90. You know who's super live for a home run, right? Like super live?
Who?
Let me check the BVP on this.
If
he's got good BVP, it's on and popping.
I'm putting the plays in the chat and the YouTube chat right now. I'm gonna put also in the crunch time chat on Discord, so that way you guys can get it in there now, because this is gonna lock in like 2 minutes. So we're gonna try to be quick with this.
Let me check something real quick. Yo, Marcell Ozuna is fairly live.
Everyone says I like it. I just didn't.
He's live for a home run tonight.
All right, so I'm putting Ozuna on there, and I'm gonna put Charlie Blackman on there, and that'll be the little parlay for the night. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if it goes off tonight. Where's Blackman at? Where's Blackman? Okay, Blackman at +6. Okay, perfect. Blackman gets me up to like 9,100. I mean 91,000.
Are you trying to get 100K?
I was trying to, but I'm good at that. We got 6 guys in there. I'll take that there. I got these plays out. I'm locking this in right now for $10 to win $91,596.71 here in New York. If you guys can get that in as quick as possible. I will also round robin that, because if that hits, at least you can get something off of it too, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Does Jay says, does playing Trout make sense in today's short slate, even when you're playing Wheeler to be different? Yeah, you can always play Trout. I don't mind that at all. I think that's a good play if you wanted to use it to get different, especially because a lot of people don't like to play their pitchers, their batters against the pitcher. So don't know if Donovan got pop. Yeah, I don't know if he got the pop either. So I'm just not gonna put that on there today. But we got this little 6-man going right now. We'll lock it in. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we all win, because that'll be a nice little come up that we just put together real quick. Pete Alonso, Justin Turner, Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, Marcell Ozuna, and Charlie Blackmon to all hit a home run today, and go off. And hopefully we all end up being rich. And hopefully, if you guys are into, and hopefully whoever's in a different state can make a little bit more money than that, because I know the odds change in every state that you're at too today. So, and also, can you hit the like button? Devin, thank you for reminding me. Let's hit that like button, especially since we gave you a free parlay. You gotta at least do that, especially because if it hits, we all rich if it hits, especially if y'all played it too. So just hit that like button, and we'll be good to go today. And like I said, stay tuned for stay tuned to Scores and Odds. We'll be on there getting the plays out, and also stay tuned to tomorrow, where we all will be back here getting our plays in on tomorrow's early slate, which probably will start around 1:00. I'm assuming.
Tell Naked HD XYZ to get out of here, man. I'm so tired of Naked HD XYZ. Like go spam somebody else's chat.
Word.
This is a family friendly crunch time. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Family friendly.
Anytime, Michael. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Chief, do you have to say anything before we get out of here?
Man, thanks for hanging out. I had 2 shows today, had fun. Got a chance to host one, got a chance to be an analyst on one. Fantastic times in the world.
Yes, it is, definitely, for sure. And good luck to everyone tonight who's playing. Hopefully this home run hits. Like I said, get the thumbs up so that way we can make sure this home run parlay hits. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm Drizzy in 26, Andre Alfred also, and this is Will Priester, Chief Justice 06. Have a good one, and we're out of here.